Sorry. I was ranting off about another movie that I saw that I haven't even done a review to yet. Because we'll do that at another time. But J.J. Abrams is directing the next Star Wars, and fans are not excited. And everyone wanted to know my response here at Screen Fiend, and I said, well, I'll go live. So if you're watching this later on, this was a live chat on Screen Fiend. And some people are going to say, man, dude, you do not sleep. That is not good for you. No, that is absolutely correct. No sleep is not good for me. But I'm up because I have to go to court. Somebody's suing me for something. So, anyway. Oh, thank you. Uh-oh. So anyway, back to what I was saying. This film that's coming out is crazy to me because The Last Jedi hasn't even come out and everybody believes in Colin's direction. Like, they believe this will be the next Empire Strikes Back or right behind it. So people have already made that assessment without even seeing this film. They love the direction and which way it's going. Now, when The Force Awakens came out, there was a lot of people that loved this movie. But a lot of people, there was some people, including George Lucas, that was just like, it was a nostalgic type of film, which means he took the safe route. And if you see the original cut of the film, you will see how it was done. It was shot differently. Scenes were different. They made changes because JJ is very unsure when it comes to directing and shooting scenes. He's so afraid of a backlash of something not going right. That's when I was like, okay, he just took the safe route, remade episode 4 again, and got out of the way. So when you do that, people's like, okay, he set the story up with the pieces of all the people in place. And the thing is that I enjoyed The Force Awakens. I had really too many problems about it at all. You know, the whole thing was to set up the characters. And now you mean to tell me, this was going to tell me, I guess Luke's going to die in The Last Jedi, because if you see, what's his name, J.J. Abrams and Mark Hamill working together again, that's going to be a nightmare for J.J. And I know he's like, I'm not coming back unless Luke's gone. So, no, well, the thing is, what's his name? Colin Trevorrow, or whatever, that was her pick. That was her boy. She was one of the people that liked Jurassic World. I like the look of Jurassic World more than I like the actual film. So I guess from a scale of directing, they had someone else to write it, but his direction and skills is great. If you look at Jurassic World, the look of it, it's really good. From the look, it's just the script is pretty stupid. But other than that, he did his job. She got along with Colin very well, but they might have had a change in direction. She picked him. It's not like they said, who we gonna get? She picked Colin. And Rian Johnson, everybody, all the fans, this is set up just how it was in the after episode 4. The director, rest in peace, I can't remember his name right now, who did The Empire Strikes Back. Everybody loved him so much, they didn't want to see George Lucas come back for Return of the Jedi. See, the guy who directed Empire Strikes Back, even though George Lucas was there on the set a lot and making sure things went a certain way, and Lucas was all around the place, they still gave that director so much credit because of the story and how gritty it was and how it was shot, that it made Star Wars the epic saga that it was Empire. And it was his takes, it was his drives. And then Lucas came back from Return of the Jedi, and it was like, okay. Yeah, it was like not the same. You could tell the difference. You didn't know what was different.
To turn right.
But you knew something was wrong. It's like somebody changed something to move something in a room, and you came in the room like, wait a minute. Something's missing out of this room. And it's the same man. Now, fast forward. Now.
Please turn right in a quarter of a mile onto North Skokie Highway.
Thank you. So it's like the same things, they come right back full circle. You got the same thing with the director controversy, and The Last Jedi has not even played. We got less than 100 days before The Last Jedi is on the screen. And then people can make their decision. And I know after this is over, everybody's going to want Rian Johnson. And they're going to cry and scream for Rian Johnson to direct it. JJ's going to do it. And I swear to God, if JJ dropped the ball on the final act of this 3-part saga, then, oh my goodness. Can you just imagine the backlash?
Now, turn right.
No kidding. Good morning, Andre. I could see him just being not Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. He's come a long way from the farm. So, yeah, I could see Luke being a little conflicted on what he's been taught. Remember, he never went to Jedi Academy. He was taught from Yoda and Obi-Wan, so he really didn't go to school like his father did. So, it's a big difference. So all the controversy that's happening with these directors and why this director is being moved, and this was Kathleen's pick.
Prepare to keep right.
So bringing JJ back, the fans are not happy. The fans are like, no, we don't want JJ. And it's funny is that they love The Force Awakens, but they don't want JJ back.
And then keep left.
It's like, well, I don't get it. Why you don't want him back if you love the movie?
Now keep right.
I understand the way his approach is.
In 900 feet.
Their approach
keep left.
And what they had a problem with was the fact that I'm trying to think who wrote the first one. Did JJ write A Force Awakens? Did he write and direct it, or did he just direct it? Because I think he just directed the film. Because here's the thing, they have a writer already in place for the script. I mean, so he doesn't have to worry about that. All he has to do is direct. Now, the problem with the first one, it was a lot of writing that normally accompanies to Disney, and the zoom in face shots. Oh no, wrong fuses.
Turn left.
So when you get to those type of scenes, you just deal with them. They weren't really for you. Those was really for the kids, to keep the kids involved and all of the stuff, creating a bond. But believe me, you've seen more from...
Please turn left in a quarter of a mile onto C. Pulaski Drive.
You've seen more unity between Finn and Poe in one take than you've seen in 3 movies between Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Turn left.
And that's a fact. Give him more freedom. He had all the freedom in the world. The man almost decapitated Harrison Ford. Star Wars got sued and they had to settle with Harrison Ford. He made so much money off Star Wars, I don't think they ever bringing him back on the set. So anybody thinking they gonna see him on a Force Ghost, oh no. Well, see, that's because Kathleen and everybody else is setting Star Wars up. No, Star Wars always had that date. I don't know why they were looking at this date. This date was the year for the second one. They're setting up their own MCU. That's what Disney's doing. They want to do that for Star Wars. The same way they've done for X-Men and... not X-Men, but Marvel, the whole Marvel universe. Disney want to do that with Star Wars. That's why they got all these mini movies coming out every year. And they got all these new young directors. And they getting the right directors and the right actors to play these roles. And Disney wants to bring out all these movies, and they're going to corner the market of Hollywood. Because you're getting an influx of all these superhero movies, and you're going to have Star Wars. So now you got lightsabers and powers every month. Every year you're going to have another Star Wars story. They don't even have a story in place for the Obi-Wan thing yet. That's why I never really talked about the Obi-Wan thing. But we're going to have a sit-down talk about it. Like, I have not even mentioned it on this. And since it's been done, you haven't seen one video from me about Obi-Wan Kenobi in his standalone movie. They haven't even talked to Ian McGregor about it. So him playing the role, like he might play it down the road, but it might look like they go with younger
in 500 feet
Obi-Wan
onto Lewis Avenue.
To see how he even be. I don't know if they should go that route. I think they should just focus on the life of Obi-Wan based on why he was living on Tatooine and all the things that happened with him. But all of these 3 Star Wars movies are made to just basically introduce you into new worlds of other characters and make you interested about them. We got the Han Solo movie that's coming out next year. They've already filming. So all this is to drum up the interest, to keep you back interested in Star Wars. That's it.
You will reach your destination in 500 feet. The destination is on the right.
I was afraid she was gonna say that. Everybody would love to see Ian McGregor play Obi-Wan in those years. So that's just the way I look at it. Well, we're in a different situation nowadays. Nowadays we have we got all these different distractions when it comes to these films, but they want to make films that people are going to go back repeatedly. This film is going to do about $2 billion worldwide, if not more. It's gravitated to a whole new younger audience and introduced them into Star Wars and got them into the lore of all the films that you see coming out. That would be monumental if we do, but I don't really think we need one, but it would explain a lot. That is the biggest mystery character in the entire Star Wars universe, is Yoda. We don't know anything about Yoda's past, but how he became so powerful with the Force, where he's from, nothing about Yoda whatsoever. I think that you will see a Hayden Christensen ghost of Anakin Skywalker in this film. That might be the big surprise that people didn't expect to see, but they're going to see. I mean, he was at Celebration. He was at Star Wars Celebration this year. I was there at Star Wars Celebration, seen him. So, naturally, that's the case. That it would make sense he appears as a Force ghost. I think he's been on set. He hasn't been at Star Wars Celebration in 15 years? This is like the first time he's been there, because he's never really been accepted or treated fairly by the Star Wars community. I'm extremely exhausted. My sleep got disturbed because I got to go to this courtroom. They suing me, and I'm defending myself. So I have my own representation. I'm finna come here and plead my case, and I'm walking out a victor. Got my paperwork right here. Yeah, streaming it live from court. Let me see. Alright, let me go in here and win this case. And I should be coming out of it very soon. Better call Saul. I don't need a lawyer. I'm Carcino. I'll walk in there and tell the judge, man, I'm going to come in there and shake his hand. What's up? See the game? Alright, what's up? Alright, let's get this started. Once they see that, it's over. That's right. I'm calm as a Hindu cow. Thank you. I'm ticked they got me out of my sleep to come down here for this. But it is what it is. So, what do y'all think? Y'all think JJ should direct the next one? Me, I would prefer Rian Johnson. I think he has a great grasp of the direction on where they want to go. So I would definitely feel comfortable with him doing the job. JJ needs to go. But that's funny. Everybody likes The Force Awakens, but they want JJ not to come back. It's like, we loved it, but just don't come back. Oh, that's crazy. But I'm out. I'll talk to y'all later on today.